What's up, people and interwebs? It's an amazing day. We are on day 2 of Rome. We have just had breakfast. I've quickly had my first ever espresso.
Bloody good it was.
And a kind of pizza toasty, which was very nice.
Bloody good it was.
We are now travelling to the Vatican, so that should be good.
Bloody good it will be.
And I'm kind of glad I had that espresso, since I'm feeling a bit more awake now, since before I was
Bloody
dying of tiredness. But yeah, let's go and see what the Vatican is like. Ah, god damn it, Stefan, you're in my nice panoramic then. You suck. Gotta get my nice panorama.
Yeah, I got a shot from there.
And then, no Stefan walking in the middle of it. We are now in the Vatican, looking pretty cool, This is definitely, I didn't really know what I was expecting to see, but it's definitely 10 times from what I was expecting. Like, I didn't realise there's going to be so many columns and like the kind of Vatican in the middle, but it's definitely a cool thing to see. Definitely worth checking out if any of you guys come to Rome.
Why do you do this to me? Every time I want to take a time lapse, some asshole stands in the way.
Very good, do it. So what are you doing, Stefan? Oh, is this time lapsing you're doing? Oh, click. Oh, look at all these photos that are being taken. Oh wow, look at that.
A bit wide, it's not straight.
Look at that.
Well, I'll never in it. There.
Oh no. What have you done?
Doing that straight,
Broken it.
Kirst?
That's right.
You know that straight, yeah? Level?
Perfect. You don't, what's wrong if it's tilty? You know, style, atmosphere,
Kirst.
bit of flair, bit of razzmatazz. Ooh, behind the scenes. See, the swimming life ain't easy, you know. You gotta make sure it's all straight. Oh yeah, look at them. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, busy. Ah, won't let you see the photos. I guess you're gonna have to watch Stefan's vlog to see what the time lapse is all about.
Well, with all the people in the way, it's going to turn out rubbish.
I mean, they're making nice little hand signals. That's cute.
That's cute. They must be in love. Yay, love.
So one thing what I find really cool looking around at the Vatican is, like, on top of all the columns there's like a little statue of a person, which I do like. Very nice. I'm sure there's probably like an actual history meaning to it, which would be nice to know, but it's a very cool thing to see. All these different kind of people on top of these columns. It is definitely a cool thing. And then the Vatican itself. So if you guys probably don't really know what the Vatican is, it's basically where the Pope lives. He lives somewhere in this building right there. Maybe his room could be in one of these windows, but we will never know. But it's definitely a cool thing. It's great to think this like whole arena here is crowded with people whenever the kind of Pope comes out and does like a little wave on the balcony. But it's a lot bigger than I thought, which is really, it's always interesting to go to these places where you kind of have an idea but you don't really know what you're gonna see till you get there, and then get completely blown away by how different it is to what you thought it was going to be. Those are kind of one of the best moments in life, and this is why travelling is such an amazing thing to do. And if you guys ever get the opportunity to do some travelling, definitely take it up. It is definitely one thing you will not regret. We did a lot of like wandering around, and then we didn't realise that it was starting to get really busy, but we just made it in before peak time, because if you see now, all down here, it's about 10:15, and like this is the queue now. It's so long, where when we got in, we kind of just got into where all these gates are. So if you do come, definitely get in before 10 o'clock, because then it starts to get very busy and you have to wait forever in line. So I do like, we have this lovely statue with a seagull on top of the head. Very funny, very humorous. that is one of the reasons why in the UK that Winston Churchill never wanted a statue, because you just have a load of birds pooping on his statue all the time. And yeah, little fun little fact right there. We are back again with more stairs.
Yeah.
Not missing leg day in Rome.
These are I think they're called the Sicilian steps, and they go all the way to the top of the dome of the Vatican, really.
Yep. Back with more stairs. We have done a lot of stairs. You think you're nearly there for all this flat bit, and then more stairs. Gonna die. Too many stairs. Yeah. So after climbing endless stairs and going round and round in a circle, we're getting very dizzy near the top for how many spirings we have to go around. But we're finally here. We're at the top nearly. And look, more stairs. Yay! Incredible view. Not quite the top yet, but we just climbed up these little stairs. And the view in the distance is just amazing. So incredibly amazing. Just crazy with the artwork on the side of the dome. Since we have made it to the top of the dome now, we are now inside, and it's just so crazy how much like artwork there is on behind, all by like little stone squares, just all different colours, just making all these amazing artwork. Also all the paintings at the top, it's just incredible to think that this was made like hundreds of years ago, and able to get all this amazing artwork on the top of the ceilings where, you know, there was no like safety or like scaffolding. Like, did people die when making this? But it's one of those really kind of interesting things to think about, and just see that kind of end result is pretty amazing for sure. It would be quite nice if maybe eventually they change these grids into like plastic, clear dome shapes instead of the grid they've got now, because it'd just be nice to just see all of that in the distance, like probably how it should look like, than just seeing all the grids in the way. If you try to zoom in, you just get the bars, and you zoom out, you get the bars. Where like if you want to kind of get like a nice image of like the proper statues in the distance, you can't really go from the cameras and zoom up like this, because you just get parts of it. So if you want a nice view like that, you can't. Even now, if you just want to look at it visually, you can't really see, because you just got all the square grids in the way. But it's definitely still a cool thing to see. But it'd just be one of those things that would just make admiring it just that little bit more better. So I've just found out this fun fact on Snapchat where, because there are faces, and if it works on our face, we can take some funny photos. Still have so many stairs. I'm slowly dying. We've climbed all these stairs, but I definitely have not missed leg day from these stairs. And we're finally made to the top. Definitely a hike, but the view's pretty amazing up here. up here.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Look at the view. Absolutely
Very nice.
amazing. This is probably the best view you'll get in all of Rome.
Yes. A lot of stairs though.
So many stairs.
The view up here is definitely amazing for sure. Just look at that. More stairs now, but going down is definitely a lot easier than going
I think it's my
up. That is where we were a few minutes ago. Crazy to think we were that high. It's crazy how high the Vatican is. Like, the view of Rome you had was amazing a few minutes ago.
Yes, did say one of them looked like they've got a selfie stick.
Yeah, the one with the bird on.
Yeah.
Look at that, it looks like a selfie stick. So we're finally back on the ground, but look at all this building inside, all the artwork's amazing. Look at that, so cool.
I mean, seriously, we've seen all the beautiful views, all the beautiful things inside
right?
of it. I literally feel like my eyes are going to explode. It's
I
too,
mean,
too much beauty in here.
It's too much vlogging. I can't believe I say this,
look,
but
look at that up there.
I know, it's crazy. There's just too much stuff to vlog. It's vlogging me out.
Can you imagine having to build all of that up there?
I know. It's very more noisy up here. Inside a lot more quieter. That's it, we're about to leave the Vatican and we're going to go get some lunch. So let's get some food. And hopefully we do not have to do any more stairs on the trip. It lifts all the way now. But if you can see the little dome at the top, we had to go all the way up there to see the amazing view of Rome. So we are pretty high. So lunch is done. We're now walking along the river, and where are we going now?
Just a great big building that we spotted on the map.
Okay, we're going to some great big building that we spotted on the map. So yeah, I think it's just a little bit of wandering now, since we've kind of done the two main iconic things to do in Rome. So a lot of it's just wandering around and seeing what else you can find before we have to go home tomorrow. Kind of like ruined part of Rome, and something similar to like the Colosseum, but not quite like the Colosseum. And there's like a little sign thing there saying that it was a theatre, so that's quite interesting to see another Colosseum thing, but like not quite to its standard. I think obviously if it's like a theatre, if we did like kind of as well like stage shows and stuff, then fights to the death compared to the Colosseum. But it's quite cool over here, since you've got like older columns all on the grass. You've also got a few standing up there, which is pretty cool to see it kind of what it would look like in its high day. Apparently this theatre here was the kind of blueprint or design of the theatre was Caesar's Palace, which is is pretty interesting to see. Another thing that's kind of coming up now, which is quite cool, is obviously they've actually done some reconstruction on this theatre, as obviously it's getting old and it's crumbling apart, but it's quite interesting to see, like, this is what it looks like now compared to its old ruined side. So realistically, this is probably what it kind of looked like in its heyday, and then this is what's happened with kind of years of erosion and weather just attacking the building. So it's quite cool to see, like, a before and after of how it looked like in its heyday, like here, and how it's just been corroded over time. This kind of little hidden thing we just found by wandering has been quite cool, because you get more of the feels of, like, the ruins of Rome. It's definitely worth checking out. So when you guys come to Rome, go to, what was it called again? Marcello Tetromarco.
I think I've butchered that.
We may have probably butchered the name, but it's definitely a cool place to check out if you're coming to Rome. So we have stumbled upon one of the gods' kind of temples where they used to pray and get advice back in the Roman days. And look how amazing it is. What I'm just impressed with is how well they've been able to maintain it compared to other stuff they have in Rome. Don't you think, like, how well they've maintained this one?
Yeah, they've maintained this pretty well.
Because we know nothing, we thought it was like a god temple.
I'll give you the footage on my phone.
No, tell me.
It's for the first King of Italy.
Yep. Yeah. Fun facts of Stephen Jenkins.
No.
More stairs to come. This is Stefan's face for more stairs to come. You lie. That's the face of I'm dead inside. Is that the face of I hate stairs?
Yeah.
So we have stumbled upon this lovely building. Very intriguing, very fascinating. Stefan's gonna quick Google to let you know what it is.
I do more than just Google
Since
things.
we know nothing, we know nothing.
I don't know.
It's just a nice pretty building. So this building's very cool, very chic, simple, sophisticated. Typical example of what I think everyone expects that what they're going to see in Rome. Definitely one of in my top 10 for the buildings we've seen today.
So we couldn't afford the running of the bulls, so we just got the running of the people behind us.
Yeah, we people are cheaper than bulls.
The bulls are very expensive.
Yeah. It's like, look to scale. There's Stefan and there's a pillar, and then it's so much bigger than little Stefan. Just typical little Stephen Jenkins.
Little Stephen Jenkins never gets his way. In fact, this building's so high, I can't even throw my camera that high. I did not throw my camera. No.
I'm not making that YouTube money yet to throw cameras
Yeah.
away.
When I make millions, then I can lob this as far as I want. But,
And get those views for destroying a camera.
Yeah.
Views.
until that day, I shall look after this.
She's
dearly.
my baby.
My baby. In fact, even if I smashed this, I would keep this in a Hall of Fame grave. My
Stefan's camera grave.
First DSLR.
What's your camera's name? Got a name for it?
No, I haven't got a name for it yet.
What are you gonna name it?
I don't know. We'll ponder that. It's got to be I'll think of a name and get back to
A
you.
Rome name. Get back to me, okay? I'll be waiting. I need it by the end of the Rome trip.
Okay.
What was it calling to you? What was it saying to you?
I don't know. I need a good
Cameron?
name. Nah.
Hey, that's a girl's name. Like Diaz.
Diaz could work
Diaz, because of your camera.
because it's a DSLR.
Yeah. Diaz, the camera.
No. I keep
No.
thinking.
I keep thinking.
Doesn't roll.
Doesn't roll
off
in
the
my
tongue.
book yet. Name for your point and
Okay, I
shoot
don't have
at
a
you.
name for this one, but little
For your
point and
little
shoot, we'll call it Petra.
Petra.
Yeah. First one's called Petra. DSLR. Still thinking.
Is Petra from Jane the Virgin? Is that why you're taking it?
Hey, if it's from Jane the Virgin, maybe. But it might be like Petra from Jane the Virgin because it's a little bit broken, but it still works.
Funny. So we are back home now, back from Rome. Rome was an amazing time. I wish we actually had some more time to go there, as I was impressed. We saw a lot of things in 2 days, which was still pretty cool to see that many things in 2 days. But I just wish we had a bit more time where we could have actually spent a bit longer in certain areas, as I felt kind of on the last day after going to the Vatican, a lot of the things we saw was a bit rushed. But definitely we'll be going back to Rome in the future, and we are still not quite done with travelling, as I've got one more travel experience coming up where we're going to check out Amsterdam and Belgium. But my one little pet peeve I think that's going to happen there is going to have the same thing with Rome, as we're not there for many days. I think for both places it's just 1 day each, so there's not going to be a lot of things. It's just going to be experiencing probably more of the food and just seeing what those places have to offer. So when I go back in the future, I have a better idea of what I can do for a longer period. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Keep being amazing, keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.